Greetings, YouTube. Happy Sunday to those of you who like Mr. Darkside Network, who has sent over this photo courtesy of his grind. It's a happy Sunday to those who got Cull Obsidian as a 5-star, but man, there's a lot of people who probably didn't, because one of the biggest debates we have seen in a long time in the community over the past 3 days is, what would this guy go for? And I saw several people making extremely dare I say, reckless predictions, because since Ronan, who on paper, when the month started, was the most hyped up champion, it really reminds me of the Proxima Midnight versus the Corvus debate when they were in the same month and everybody thought Proxima was Star-Lord 5.0, and now, a year later, we don't talk about Proxima much at all, but everybody wants their 6-star Corvus. This month, Ronan was talked about so much more than Cull Obsidian. He was an afterthought. And after seeing so many videos, from the ones that were sent to me to the ones on other great YouTubers, it's just very clear that Cull Obsidian is so great, to the point that I've been sent several forum posts of people just begging for him not to be nerfed. Kabam shouldn't do that. However, we know that sometimes after everybody has gone in terms of whaling, they'll say, well, something wasn't working as intended, so we'll have to nerf that aspect of the champion. So stay tuned, because Kabam does shady what Kabam does shady, but here's to hoping that nothing about that champion is nerfed, because he is a great addition, especially as an attacker, to Marvel Contest of Champions. But needless to say, I saw people predicting as low as 40 to 45 million that Cull would go in round one. You've got to understand, it's not that those people were trying to be reckless. Ronan didn't even go for 40 million in either round. The last champion to go for anywhere close to 45 million was Human Torch in round one, went for 41. But we have not seen anyone come close to 50 million in months. And that is until now, because it looks like you needed to get about 62 million to get Cull Obsidian in the first round. And unfortunately, my guess is, for those who listened to some of the predictions of the 45s or the 50s, if you stopped at 50 or even stopped at 55 or 58, you're sitting outside that cut line. So this is a historic precedent reset for a champion. I do think this is not like arena scores have gone back to where they were before they finally gave the ban waves to mods who were running arena scores up tens of millions higher than they should have been, even though they have been a little bit of a tendency to climb back higher than they probably were when the ban waves first hit a few months ago. It still is much lower than it was to get the featured champion, say, 6 months ago, to certainly pass that. However, it is worth noting, for everybody watching this, maybe some of you are really upset, and I don't blame you if you just missed this guy in round one. The round two cutoffs normally go down anywhere from 2 to 5 million to, we've seen 20 to 30 million less. Not that I predict that he would go for lower than, say, 40 to 35, but I'm just saying round two is less usually, especially when the new featured champion comes out on a Thursday. Why is that? Well, keep in mind that several people in round one of the new champion, they want to be able to get their hands on the champion for the first time, so there's that hype. But besides that, a lot of people don't work on Saturday, or maybe you take a half a day on a Friday, and so there's just more free time to grind. Whereas if a champion is available in round two, say Monday through Thursday, most people who are trying to do both work a real job and work the second job of Marvel Contest of Champions, because make no mistake about it, you might be spending more time grinding in this arena, unless you've got thousands of units worth of refills, than you will actually working your real job, quote unquote. But that is another reason why the score is typically lower in round two. It's because it's the grind is available during all work days, and so it's not like there's a Saturday where you can just take the entire day off to sit on your couch and grind. So congrats so much to the people on screen, including Mr. Darkside Network, for barely getting this champion. 62 million. He might have felt like he was pretty safe going into this. Who knows? But that is a crazy high score. To not even see anything above 51 million for the last month or so, and then to see 62 just shows how hyped up this champion is. But I will say this, with great accuracy and with great reality is this champion hyped, because everything I've seen, he doesn't need to be awakened to be incredible. We've seen plenty of videos from rank 1 6-stars that are just doing work that so many OP rank 5 5-stars couldn't do, and those are Awakened Sig 200 5-stars. So this champion definitely is an incredible addition to the game. Congrats to everyone who got him. If you put up 50 or 55 or 58 and you didn't get him and you're upset, totally get that, but hopefully that kind of score will definitely be able to get him in round 2. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and as always, to try to update you when I can on news stories like this. Hope this helps you inform yourself on the kind of arena grinding people do for 3 days to get a mobile video game champion.